Kung natatakot ka right, huwag ka muna mag-business. Dapat pag pumasok ka dyan, buo yung loob mo. Like, game ako. Ganon. Kahit na ang dami kong bashers, why should your comments matter to me? Eh, sino ka ba? Akala ko ba body positive ka? Bakit nag-exercise? Dahil ba body positive ako, hindi ko na pwede i-improve ang fitness journey. Diba? Ang fitness ko. Kailan ako aalis sa relationship na to?
Show me a woman scorned and I will show you the road of scars that made her that way.
All the people who doubted me, all the people who took me for granted, who used me for their advantage.
Pag ba may red flag na influencer, pinag-uusapan nyo din? Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. So today, meron na naman tayong bagong vlog. And for today's episode of Makeup Sessions, I am so excited kasi yung guest ko for today is one of my good friends and ang tagal ko na siyang nakilala. Pero ngayon lang kami magkakasama in one frame and I'm so excited to learn from her today actually. So eto na, tatawagin ko na Miss Nina CEO! Wow!
Nina CEO talaga ang
Yes.
intro.
Min-message ko na siya before, tapos sabi niya sa akin, wait lang. Sabi niya muna sa akin.
Diba? Kasi parang punong-puno yung schedule
Oo,
mo.
i-check ko muna yung calendar and then after that, akala ko nakalimutan na niya. Actually, wala na eh. Wala na from that. Wala nang follow-up. Pero bigla-biglaan, from parang a week ago, ayan, nag-text siya ulit sa akin and then ito na.
Game! Let's do it!
Diba? I am so happy for you to be here.
Thank you for having me. Sabi ko nga, I'm so intimidated because it's not my channel. Hindi
Don't
naman ako
worry.
nag-guess. Pero dahil special si Michelle, push. Let's do it.
Don't worry, alagaan ka namin.
Alaga?
Anyway, before anything else, habang nagre-ready si Miss Nina CEO ng kanyang mga makeup here, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe sa Makeup Sessions and of course, follow our socials on other platforms, TikTok and IG. Okay, eto na, ready na tayo.
Mag-game.
Makeup at mag-usap.
Magchichikahan.
Magchikahan.
Okay.
Ang okay nung mag-usap. Pakita muna natin yung makeup kit ng isang Nina CEO.
Ayan, I actually have two lalagyan.
Dalawa. Go,
Yes.
Pakita natin. Ito po yung mga makeup kit ni Miss Nina CEO. Kasi tradition namin dito sa ano
Pinapakita yung pouch?
Pinapakita namin yung mga
okay.
makeup kit. Okay, so ako usually, nagsistart lang ako with mist. How do you start your makeup?
I just do my SPF right away. So this is like an SPF primer and usually I draw on my face.
So anyway, sa mga hindi nakakaalam, matagal na kami magkakilala ni Nina. Actually, ano ba to?
2016, 2017.
2016. I feel like 2016. And we did a collab, yung Matte Metallics.
Metamorphosis.
Tama ba? Wait, sorry. Ano yung Matte Metallics na nabasa
Yun,
ko?
Metamorphosis.
Oh,
Matte
tama.
Metallics by Michelle D. Ganun.
So, yun pa yung mga ano noon, mga ilang years na ang Colorette that time, nung nag-collab tayo.
Uy, bago pa lang. If
Bago pa lang,
2016 yun, 1 year.
1 year.
Oo.
1 year.
Diba? Naaalala mo, nag-shoot tayo noon, DJ Pascual and all that.
Yes! Oo nga eh, BJ Pascual pa yung nag-photographer sa amin noon, guys. Di ba nag-shoot tayo? And then, I think, ako yung pinakaunang local influencer mo, di ba?
Yes! Kasi nagtanong kami nun sa Facebook, parang sino yung next na ambassadress of Colorette. And then, puro Michelle D talaga yung comments.
So,
Tapos, nag-message lang kami nun sa'yo eh, di ba? Sa
Yes.
Instagram. So, sabi ko,
Yes.
shit, sana pumayag siya. And pumayag siya! Kaya she was our first ever local collab talaga for Colorette.
So, buti pala, mag-thank you pala ako sa mga ng mga nag-comment.
Mga angels mo.
Mga
yun,
Michelle
girl.
the Angels.
Dati pa solid na talaga yung angels
Yeah.
mo. Hanggang ngayon ba angels pa din?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That's what I call them naman. So, nung mga umpisa ba ng Colorette, like siguro, let's say, first year, did you expect that you would reach this kind of milestone, like reaching 10 years?
No, kasi si Colorette, trip lang talaga siya. Parang idea lang talaga siya. So, wala siyang business plan. Wala siyang ganon. I just wanted to make lipstick. Yun lang muna talaga yung goal ko. Tapos, biglang nag-snowball from there. Naging siyang ganito today. Kaya I am super duper grateful naman din sa community namin.
Oo. And, of course, in that 10 years, from the beginning, from day one, is I'm pretty sure ang daming hiccups. Ang daming mga up and down. What do you think was the hiccup na nakapagsabi sa'yo na, guys, tama na, close na natin tong brand, hindi na kaya?
Oh my God. Ang daming hiccups, TBH. Parang every year naman, every month siguro may hiccup. Pero as an entrepreneur kasi, trabaho mo to solve that. Siguro, nagkaroon ng time na nasabi ko na, what if ayoko na? What if sukuan ko na? Siguro mga 2022, 2023, na parang,
Uy, recent lang.
oo, recent lang, na parang fire after fire after fire.
Yeah.
Na parang wala na ba akong tamang ginawa? Ganon.
Oo.
May isosolve ka na problem tapos may uusbong na naman. Pagod na pagod talaga ako.
You said problem. So, was it inside the company or outside, external factors?
For me, both. Kasi say for example, early on, nagkaroon kami ng problems na overexpansion. Parang masyado kaming na-excite to grow, na we just grabbed every opportunity. Mali pala yun.
Yeah.
Tapos nagkaroon din kami ng problems with some employees na may pinagkatiwalaan ka, hindi mo naman pala dapat ginawa. Nagkaroon din kami ng problems. Sometimes there are problems with the products na hindi
Yeah.
magwo-work, ganun,
Yeah.
pero hindi mo naman alam during the development. So you just really have to solve each problem. And alam nung pandemic, yun natakot talaga ako, girl. Kasi parang, oh my God, we're selling makeup, non-essential siya. Kailangan magpasweldo pa rin ako ng tao kasi umaasa sila sa akin. Paano? Saan ko kukunin? Kasi hindi naman kami malaki na brand noon. Yun, parang, what if? What if wag na lang?
Speaking of pandemic, kasi alam ko na during the pandemic days, ang daming mga brands and mga businesses yung nag-struggle. So, as the CEO and the leader of that company, of that brand, how did you lead the whole company? As the captain, parang paano mo siya navigate na parang, okay, I need to, be strong in this era because kung hindi ako gagalaw, lahat-lahat tayo babagsak.
Ang hirap kasi wala naman nakakaalam na magkakaroon pala ng pandemya in our lifetime.
Yes.
So honestly, we had to suspend operations for a month kasi we did not know kung anong gagawin namin. Tapos sabi, uy, lockdown, bawal lumabas, ganyan, bawal magbenta, bawal lahat. So, parang,
Sorry, naalala ko yung kanta
Diba?
ni Kim Chu.
bawal lumabas. Sa classroom may batas. Bawal lumabas. So parang anong gagawin namin, guys? 'Di ba? Wala tayong mabentahan, sarado lahat ng mall, walang nagbe-makeup, and everyone was just scared for themselves.
Yeah.
What we did was, I don't know, parang siguro we just weathered it through. Alam mo yun, we just pushed through. At the first opportunity na we could ship out, we tried to open our our warehouse and ship out orders. Pero what happened talaga there during the pandemic was, naging TikTokerist si ate girl.
Yes.
So, nagti-TikTok ako. Sabi ko, alam mo, wala pang CEO in the Philippines na nag-share ng journey.
Yeah.
So, shinare ko niyan yung video ni Coloret. Parang
Yeah.
slideshow lang ngayon ng pictures. Nag-viral. Eh, noon sa TikTok, ang 26,000 views, viral ka na noon. Kasi konti
Yes.
pa lang yung nagti-TikTok. Tapos doon nagsimula na, naging Miss Nina na ako.
Doon
And
nag-start
for-
yung Miss Nina CEO.
Yes!
Pati ako, yun na rin yung tawag ko sa kanya, Miss Nina CEO.
Tapos, daw nag-aas na sila ng questions, nagulat sila na ako pala yung may-ari ng Coloret kasi akala pala nila international brand. Akala nila. Tapos parang sabi ko, guys, hindi. Ako lang to, isang di hamak na drop out, ganyan. So, mas naging relatable yung kwento ko. Kaya, mas naging patok sa mga audience ko na magtanong-tanong sila.
I love that. I know that it's very innate for you to be a businesswoman. Kasi from the beginning pa lang, di ba, meron ka ng background na you were selling polvorons,
Yes!
Pokemon cards, mga ganyan. At a young age, bakit business yung naisip mo to help your family?
Actually, hindi ko siya naisip. It was just very natural to me. So, parang nung gumagawa ng polvoron yung mama ko, naisip ko, parang, what if ibenta ko nga to? Nagalit nga siya sa akin nun, guys. Sa totoo lang. Kasi binenta ko yung polvoron na piso isa. So, wala pa sa puhunan.
Oo.
So, pag uwi ko, parang, anong ginawa mo? Bakit, ang hirap gumawa ng polvoron. Di ba gaganunin mo pa? Hindi negosyante yung parents ko.
Yun yung gusto kong tanungin.
Wala.
Kasi hindi negosyante yung parents mo. So, paano, as a young kid, you were 6 or 7 years old, sino yung naging model mo na parang, uy, nagbebenta siya, gusto ko rin magbenta? How?
Wala nga. Pero ang sabi
Really?
ng mama ko kasi, yung lola niya was a negosyante. So kahit na anong makita daw niya na pwedeng ibenta, binebenta din. So baka dun ko nakuha. But honestly, hindi ko rin kasi naabutan yung lola na yun eh.
So, nung nag-drop out ka from college, hindi ka ba nun natakot na oh my God, baka pag nag-drop out ako, hindi ko matutulungan yung family ko or yung mom mo who was an OFW that time, I think. Did you have that fear na baka hindi ka makatulong sa family?
Actually, ang kwento nung pag-stop ko ng college, 2 beses ako nag-stop. The first one was, nursing ako. Yes, nag-nursing ako, guys, for like a year. Kasi parang sinusundan ko lang yung jowa ko at the time. Kung ano yung course niya, yun na rin yung course ko.
Yeah.
Ganon, slave for love. Eme, don't copy that. And then, parang nasabi ng mama ko, ay Nina, sorry, hindi ka muna makapag-enroll for the next semester kasi kulang yung pera.
Yeah.
So, ang mindset ko noon was, sige, maghahanap muna ako ng side hustle. Tapos, tingnan natin from there. Tapos, doon ako nakahanap ng side hustles. Nag-start ako magbenta ng mga sabon-sabon, magbenta ng mga slimming capsules, ganyan. Hanggang sa nagkaroon ako ng konting ipon. So, the next semester, nakapag-enroll na ako.
Wait, how old are you nung mga panahon na to? Mga 16?
Siguro mga 17, 18, mga ganon. And then, yun na, parang sabay-sabay yung school, tapos sabay-sabay yung business. Hindi na ako natutulog,
So,
girl.
drop out na naman.
Ito nag-drop out.
So, ang ending talaga, drop out talaga.
Drop out talaga. Kasi ito naman yung mindset ko. Sabi ko, yung school, nandyan naman yan. Pero yung business opportunity, once in a lifetime yan. Gratefully, it did not fail at nagtuloy-tuloy siya. Pero natapos ko naman yung college ko. Nag-itiyap ako, parang 2023. Ayan.
Siyempre, I'm pretty sure may mga iba din dyan na nasa kalagitnaan ng pagdedesisyon. Do you think that this is also possible for other people? Or, I mean, for most people? Or iilan lang talaga yung nakakalampas sa ganitong klaseng success?
For me, dapat kasi meron kang right mindset, right skill set, and the grit to push through. Lagi kasi ako tinatanong na parang, okay, so nag-drop out ka, naging successful ka, so mag-drop out na rin ba kami? Tinatanong kasi yun eh. Pero no, guys. Kasi if you have the means and the privilege na tapusin nyo yung pag-aaral nyo, bakit hindi? 'Di ba? Kasi napilitan lang naman ako mag-drop out kasi I did not have the privilege and the resources to keep pushing forward.
Yeah. And then now, I feel like isa sa mga maraming naka-follow sa'yo since you're very open to putting out your story out there as a brand owner, as a mom, and everything, lahat. So, I'm pretty sure maraming naka-follow sa'yo na gusto rin mag-start ng mga business nila. I wanna know, sa mga startup entrepreneurs, ano yung dapat nilang i-avoid when starting up a business?
Huwag kayong magbe-business just because it was uso. Kasi a fad ang tawag doon eh. So, pag mabilis ang trend, mabilis na ang bagsak niyan. If you don't know your craft, you don't know what you're doing, hindi ka talaga passionate about it, walang mangyayari. Pag bumaksak yung trend, wala ka na din. So, dapat, what you will pursue is something that you are really passionate about. Yung parang, kahit na hindi na siya uso, you will keep moving forward kasi you really want or like what you're doing. Diba? Kaya nagiging successful yung mga business na passionate naman yung founders.
True. And actually, hindi lang sa pag-put up, I think, ng business. I think, in everything that we do, importante yung passion. Because yun yung fire mo to do things. If merong dyan, may mga nagbabalak maggawa ng sarili na lang brand. For makeup brand na category. Ano yung product, specific makeup product, na sa tingin mo, dapat talagang inuuna na i-launch ng isang startup makeup brand?
Depende yan kung ano yung gusto nyo as a developer. Kasi yung iba nagsisimula na complexion, yung iba nagsisimula na lips. Yung pag-personality nila is very creative, very colorful. Usually, they start with color cosmetics eh. Pero if they're like very artistry, very professional, they start with complexion. For us kasi, we started with one of the easiest things to develop, which was color. Ang complexion kasi challenging yan. So if you want to arm yourself with enough education and experience in product development, start with the easiest ones and then work your way up.
Kaya ba inulan yung lipstick?
Lipstick.
Yung
color stick, creamy matte lipstick, ganyan. It was actually one of the first creamy matte lipsticks in the market kasi during the time, usong-uso yung sobrang matte. Alam mo yun?
Well, that was the era ng matte yun nung panahon natin.
Tsaka hindi lang yun, era ng mga vampy lipstick.
Yes!
Naalala mo yun? Yung matte diva. Mga ganon.
Tingin mo ba, yun nga, since nag-start ka from the ground up, without the background, without the backup, yun yung you as very effective brand CEO.
For me, it honed me to be the person that I am today. Kasi part ng pagiging isang negosyante yung hindi ka natatakot. Actually, natakot kami. Pero the thing is, we're scared, but we still push through with it.
Yeah.
You know, we do it scared. Sabi nga nila, you continue showing up, you keep doing the things that you believe in. And yeah, nakatulong talaga siya kasi hindi ka pwede maging negosyante kung wala kang
Takot
drive.
ka.
Oo.
Oo.
Of making things happen and wala kang fire within you. Kaya nga sinasabi ko kung medyo naduduwag pa kayo kasi marami nagko-comment sa akin na parang, Miss Nina, anong gagawin ko? Natatakot ako. Huwag ka mag-business.
True.
Yun lang yun. Kung natatakot ka right, huwag ka muna mag-business. Dapat pag pumasok ka dyan, buo yung loob mo. Like, game ako. Ganon. Push. Kahit na mag-fail ako, kahit madapa ako, tatayo ako ulit.
Palaban ka rin pala dapat.
Yes!
Kung
Hindi pwedeng hindi kasi girl, ang hirap. Talagang susuko ka.
How's your makeup? Ano na yung ganap?
Ayan, lumagpas.
Lumagpas! So anyway, alam mo, I know that you're a mom of 2 beautiful children.
Yes.
Yes. And you also have a complicated separation with your
Ay, gusto ko itong questions na to.
ex-husband. And on top of that, you are a CEO of a big brand. Para saan ka bumabangon, Miss Nina CEO?
Ngayon, bumabangon ako para sa sarili ko at sa mga anak ko. And the things I want to do in life. Ayun.
Yun lang?
Hindi, kinikwento ko nga sa live.
Ako na nga.
Meron pa bala. Hindi, you know what? What I've been doing lately is, usually, di ba, people heal their inner child. For me, I'm healing my 20s. Oo. Kasi during my 20s, remember we talked about this? We
Yeah.
hustled so hard.
Yes.
Ako nga, during my 20s, yon parang I was in a toxic relationship for 10 years. I started Colorette.
Yes.
So, andun lahat ng firefighting, lahat ng hirap sa business.
Oo.
I had 2 kids, the
Yeah.
pandemic hit. So, parang lahat ng hindi mo ini-expect mangyari sa buhay ng isang 20-year-old is
True.
nangyari sa buhay ko. Na I forgot who I was as a person.
Yeah.
Me as Nina, na parang my own self, I wasn't able to travel a lot, ganyan.
Kumbaga, ang dami mong tinabi.
Ang dami kong tinabi. Ang dami kong
Yes.
inuna para unahin ko yung priority ko during the time.
Yes.
So, ngayon na nandito na ako sa 30s ko, early 30s,
Oo.
ngayon ko ginagawa yung mga
Yeah.
what could have been in my
Yes.
20s.
Oh,
So,
I'm
mas
so
nagka-travel ako. Ngayon, mas close ako sa friends ko, yung mga barkada ko nung high
Yeah.
school. Mas priority ko na yung sarili ko ngayon.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure that time, it was a struggle because ang dami mong pinagsasabay-sabay eh. You were a mom and then at the same time, you were going through that difficult phase in your life. And on top of that, yun nga sabi ko kanina, you are a captain of a company. So, that time ba, when you were facing all these struggles, tinanong mo ba yung sarili mo at one point na parang, sino dito yung uunahin ko?
Yung sagot kasi doon was a clear, I will be the captain of my company because I was doing my company for my family.
Yes.
Kasi ako yung sole provider. Wag walang magtatrabaho sa amin, walang mangyayari. I wanted my kids to have a good example na yung mom nila was providing for them and I was a career woman.
Yes.
Feeling ko ang dami kong kailangan patunayan sa sarili ko at sa industriya.
Yeah. So, di ba? Ang hirap naman yung emotional yung pinag-uusapan pero kailangan niyo mag-mascara.
Nasundot ko yung mata ko.
Nandun yung moment, di ba? Kasi sobrang publicized kasi yung life mo.
Yeah.
And I am pretty sure, ang daming comment ang mga tao. Sa mga comment na yon and everything, people were, of course, there to judge you. How did you handle all these judgments from other people?
Ay, kasi from the get-go naman, before pa, kahit na ang dami kong bashers, wapakills talaga ako eh. Kasi yung mindset ko is, if you are not more successful than me, if you are not happier than me, why should I take your advice? Why should your comments matter to me? Eh, sino ka ba? 'Di ba? A lot of people said nga na, kasi ang taba-taba mo kaya iniwan ka. Yung mga ganong comments, sa parang, girl, excuse me girl, mga ganun.
Oo. You mentioned about mga kino-comment ng mga tao nga towards you about like, yan, ang taba-taba mo and all that. Ano ba talaga yung Kasi I really also wanna understand this because, di ba, there's body positivity. Ano yung misconception ng mga tao tungkol sa body positivity? Because I feel like may mga taong hindi nakakaintindi ng body positivity.
Actually, meron ako mga comments na nakikita hanggang ngayon na akala ko ba body positive ka? Bakit nag-exercise ka?
Ayan, yan yung gusto ko ding
Oo,
i-clarify.
na parang dahil ba body positive ako, hindi ko na pwede i-improve ang fitness journey. Di ba? Ang fitness ko, ganyan. Body positivity or body neutrality kasi, what it means is, you appreciate your body for what it currently is what it was and
Yes.
what it will be.
Yes.
Si society lang naman ang nagbibigay ng prejudice sa atin na
Yeah.
dapat our body should look like a certain way. That's not the truth. For me, body positivity is, I love my body, that's why I'm doing everything I can to improve my body. Para mas magtagal pa ako sa katawang ito, dito sa mundo. Kunyari, we have different phases in our life. When I was in a toxic relationship, magang-maga ako. So when I finally plucked myself out of that relationship, girl, I lost all the cortisol.
Buti na lang na realize mo yun before it was too late.
Hindi, alam mo yung mindset ko noon. I was 29 nung naisip ko yon. Sabi ko, kailan ako aalis sa relationship na to? Kapag 30 na ako or pag 40 na ako? Naisip ko pag 40 na ako, mas mahirap mag-date, ganyan.
Yeah,
mas
exactly.
mahirap to find the love of my life.
Oo.
Kaya sabi ko parang, I think it's now or never. And yung sabi pa nila na parang mas okay pa na i-admit ko na pumasok ako sa maling kwarto than to stay in the wrong room for the rest of my life. 'Di ba? Sabihin mo na lang na nagkamali ako. It was the wrong relationship.
Yeah. Pag nanonood ako talaga ng TikTok, pag nag-scroll ako ng TikTok, I would see a lot of videos of you and yun nga, ang dami talagang engagement na comments, good, bad, ganyan. And minsan kasi, as an influencer like me, especially Mia, ewan ko sa iba, pero ako kasi talaga, when I am going through something, as much as how much I love to share it with my followers, you know, the story, minsan talaga napapaisip ako na parang, should I share it and open myself to judgment and expose myself to the opinions of others. So, how about you? Like, how do you filter yung mga nilalabas mo out there na binibigay mo sa mga tao na dito pwede kayo mag-comment sa akin?
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong pero I think totoo to for the two of us. As public figures, kahit na sobrang public namin, we are still very private. Diba?
Yes, of
we
course.
only share what we want you to see.
Yes.
Diba? So for me, there are really some things na I would rather keep to myself. Pero, I also take it upon me na I like empowering people kasi. I
Yeah.
like opening their eyes to certain situations in their life. For me nga, ang dami ko na napagdaanan na iba-iba na, from business to
Yeah.
momhood to relationships, na feeling ko it is my duty of empowering them by sharing what I've been through. Pero sometimes when it's too personal, you're right. If I don't want more judgment, if it's a very vulnerable thing,
Yeah.
I don't share. I gatekeep a lot of things. Akala lang nila lahat nasa labas
At yun na yung mga part na hindi na nga alam ng nakararami.
Yes.
Yun na yung parang kinikip na natin for ourselves kasi hindi dahil gusto natin ng malinis na image out there. It's just that, well, for me, my reason is I'm not ready to expose that part of my life na ready ako sa lahat ng sasabihin ng mga tao.
Yes.
Oo.
Tsaka yung parang this one, I wanna keep it for me because I'm not even doing it for clout. Alam mo yun,
Yes.
I'm doing it to make me happy and yeah, it's very personal. Marami kaming ganun.
So, ito, gusto ko lang basahin.
Okay,
Kasi
go.
meron akong quote na
Ay.
ibabasa dito. So, there's a quote that says, "Show me a woman scorned, and I will show you the road of scars that made her that way." What scar made you the strongest?
I would say kasi na parang there was a time in my life na, di ba, I was so angry. Di yung parang, kahit na kayo sa social media, kita nyo yun na parang lagi akong galit, pinapatulan ko daw lahat, ganyan.
Yeah.
But that is because I had to be angry for me to break the glass ceilings that I needed to break. Because if I was timid, and I was sensitive, and I wasn't angry, hindi ko mabibreak yung mga barriers na kailangan ko i-break. I would not be able to defy the odds that I did. For everyone who's angry right now, if you're the eldest daughter, di ba, mga ganon. If you are trying to be the first girl or the first generation in your family to achieve certain things, I don't judge you for being angry because society is built that way. Society is built to be so harsh on you, parang rock na iniis-is para one day maging diamond ka.
Kailangan.
Yeah, so my scars will be all the people who doubted me, all the people who took me for granted, who used me for their advantage, and look at me now. Ganun.
Correct. Slay!
Diba? You tried to break me and make me very unhappy and angry, but honestly, I'm the happiest I've been in a while.
Ano to? Fun fact, sa mga hindi nakakaalam, meron dati, nag-post kasi ako sa Twitter, I think. Sabi ko na, nakakatamad manood ng news. And then, nag-reply siya sa akin sa DM. Sabi niya sa akin, ewan ko kung hindi mo na naalala. Nag-reply ka sa akin sa DM, sabi mo sa akin, Michelle, you shouldn't post something like that because it's really important to watch news.
Ay, sinabi ko yun.
Sinabi mo yun. Ay, di ba hindi mo niya maalala?
Pakilamera.
Oo, pero sinabi niya yun sa akin. Tapos ako naman parang, shit, wait lang, parang may nagawa akong mali. Although, syempre ngayon, pero that time kasi I was so reckless. I was so reckless
Bata pa kasi talaga tayo.
yes, I was so reckless of what I say on social media that even if kung ano-ano siya, nagpo-post talaga ako, wala akong pakialam. Eh ngayon, ito na. Ang tanong ko is, I'm pretty sure kasi marami pa rin ang hindi nanonood ng news.
Okay.
And marami pa rin yung talagang hindi sila interested to
Sa
know what's going
politics,
on.
ganyan,
Even if it's not
events.
politics, but to be involved in what's going on around the world and here, sa
Okay.
atin, most especially sa Philippines. Sobrang importante ba talaga makialam?
Oo, kasi guys, affected yung life natin, 'di ba? Na parang, especially for us na content creators, the least we can do is use our platforms to amplify the right messages. Kaya ngayon, for me, talagang piliin mo yung discourse na papasukin mo. At saka
Oo.
dapat educated ka and well-informed ka dun sa discourse na yun. Kasi you can't be talking about something na, baka naman pala fake news yung sinasabi mo, 'di ba girl?
May isa-
Ayaw mo rin mangyari
Oo,
yun.
na kumbaga isa ka din, mali din pala yung pinaglalaban mo.
Oo, so dapat educate yourself na parang don't talk about things na you know nothing about. Sometimes kasi you talk just for the sake of talking eh.
or clout. Hindi ka ba natatakot na yung mga opinions mo out there might affect your brand?
For me, nangyari na yun eh. Nangyari na yun in the past, di ba? Colorette got canceled, nagkaroon ng boycott Colorette, ganyan. Pero for me kasi, this is an era of ethical consumerism.
Yeah.
So, people are smart enough to know where they should throw their money at,
Yeah.
di ba? Let's not support mga problematic na mga katauhan, ganyan. Especially if naaapektuhan yung buhay natin.
Oo.
So, kung alam naman natin, pinaglalaban natin is tama naman, wala ka naman tinatapakan, then why not?
Sobrang gamit na gamit yung term na CEO. Lahat na yata CEO. Ito, ang gusto kong malaman, meron ka ba talagang kailangang i-attain muna bago ka matawag na CEO o mag-put out ka lang ng brand, automatically CEO ka na?
Alam nyo, rooted kasi yung conversation na yan sa pagiging crab mentality ng mga Pilipino. Na parang, bakit lahat CEO, ganyan.
Oo.
Tanong ko, number one, hindi ba tayo masaya na maraming individuals na nagtatayo ng mga sarili nilang negosyo? Ngayon, tama ba na ang ibang tao is tawag nila CEO sa sarili nila kung wala silang corporation? Technically, hindi. Pero, according to the responsibilities of a CEO, if they are the ones making those obligations sa company nila, there's nothing wrong in calling yourself a CEO. For me nga, it's a very empowering movement eh.
Oo.
Na people are now seeing themselves as CEOs. There's nothing wrong about that.
Okay. Sabi mo sa akin before, nag-uusap-usap kayo ng mga brands.
Okay.
Pag ba may red flag na influencer, pinag-uusapan nyo din?
There are certain instances na merong mga napag-uusapan. Pero not all. And hindi naman siya na, si ganito. Okay, collectively, wag natin siya padalhan. Wala namang ganon. Kasi at the end of the day, every brand will have different objectives.
Yes.
We will have different principles. Pero syempre, sometimes if we dine out, we have lunch, may mga napag-uusapan kami.
Hala!
Pero alam mo, anong importante kasi? Number one, ay nagbigay ng tip, don't burn bridges.
Yes.
Yan talaga. Huwag kayo magbo-burn ng bridges. Kasi hindi nyo alam kung kailan nyo ulit makakatrabaho yung tao or yung brand or yung corporation na yan. And one day, actually kami ni Michelle, we've known each other since 2016, di ba? Sobrang bata pa namin noon. Nagkaroon ng endorser. Nagkaroon din ng time na, may time na hindi tayo masyadong nagkakausap.
Oo.
Kasi ang layo natin sa isa't isa, girl. We
Yeah.
were parang we were operating in two different worlds.
Yes.
Diba? Magkikita tayo sa event, hi, diba? Sa preview,
True.
ganyan, magkikita tayo
Correct.
sa mga event. Pero wala ka talaga kaming time na, talagang lumalabas kami. Pero now that we're already in our 30s, nag-reconnect kami. And
it's
everything
okay.
is okay.
And it's
Walang
okay.
burned bridges, walang FO, walang ganun.
Now, as a brand owner and as a CEO, ano yung pwede mong i-advise sa mga beauty influencer right now na ito, pwedeng ma-expose na sa ma-red flag, maganyan, or mga brutal comments and everything, the world of being influencer. Kasi you have an experience on being an influencer and you are also the brand
Yes.
owner. Pero ang gusto kong marinig is as a brand owner. Ano yung i-advise mo sa mga influencers?
Okay.
Yung mga starting actually na nanonood ngayon.
Okay, guys, there is more to life as a content creator than clout. Sometimes, people tend to post mga controversial things kasi you will get clout. Kasi you want virality. Pero tatandaan nyo, virality lasts what? 1, 2, 3 days, di ba?
Days.
And then after nung virality na yon, ano nangyari?
Wala na.
May na-burn down ka ba na bridge na relationship na hindi mo na pwede makatrabaho ulit ng brand na to? Sinira mo ba yung reputation mo as an influencer na mahirap kakatrabaho or magulo kakatrabaho? 'Di ba? If nadadaan naman sa maayos na usapan, if nadadaan sa professionalism, always value that more versus clout.
Yes. And with that, magbabalik kami, ipa-finalize lang namin ang mga looks namin, and we will be back. And we are back! Eto na! Di ba? Ang ganda-ganda na namin. Super nag-transform. My closing question to you is, yung naging campaign natin says, be it, be limitless. Is Nina CEO truly limitless?
I would say yes in a certain way because limitless kasi I have the audacity to pursue what I want in life. Alam mo yun? Walang limit. The only limit that I have is the limit I tell myself. Diba?
Isang palakpakan, guys! At ito na nga! Oh my God! 10th year birthday or
Yes!
anniversary ng Colorette, and we are so happy because merong magbabalik.
Yes, we have our Velvetins. I'm wearing it on my lips now. Nakita niyo na to before. Ito na yung third relaunch niya. And hopefully the last, hindi na siya mawawala. And it is super nice. It's a blurring lip tint na you guys have all been waiting for.
Wow! At lalabas siya sa October 19, tama ba? Or
October
lumabas na?
16. October 16
So
ang
excited!
kanyang labas.
Actually, ano siya mas pinaganda yung formula.
Yes. Tapos, it's everything that you want in a blurring lip tint. Ganun naman kami sa Colorette. Medyo nalilate kami sa launches. But what we do is, we take that product and we make it truly ours and yours. Kasi we study your preferences, your skin tone, and then we put everything in that formula. So, this one, while it's velvet, it's transfer resistant stain niya.
Say,
So, may maiiwan dito kahit hanggang mamaya pa ako nagsasalita. Ganun.
ganda ng color actually. Ang ganda. So, kunin na natin. And as we celebrate the 10th year anniversary of
Yes.
Colorette. Nasa na yung champagne glasses?
Ayan. Ay, perfect! Thank you so much.
Let us celebrate, celebrate good times. Come on!
Ay, hindi naman sumasabog, girl.
Okay, cheers!
Happy 10 years, guys! Thank you so much for having
Thank
me
you
and
so
for celebrating
much.
Colorette's 10th year here sa vlog mo.
Of course, sino pa ba ang mga kasama mo sa celebration ng 10 year kundi ako?
The one and only.
yung pinagsimulan.
Yes,
ganyan
diba?
din, na
We're
local.
super honored talaga kasi our vision is we wanted to reconnect. Alam mo yun, ang dami na naming pinagdaanan and ngayon I'm so happy to see your growth. I was telling Sab nga na parang we've both grown so much and na-achieve natin yung gusto natin ma-achieve in life.
Cheers to that! So, anyways, ayun na nga guys. Thank you so much. Sana nag-enjoy kayo sa episode natin na to and sana marami kayong natutunan. Till our next episode of Makeup Sessions. Bye!
Bye!
Mwah!